Yep, that's Ordinary Girl. You're probably wondering how she ended up in this situation. Welcome everyone to my humble abode. Grab a drink, make sure it's cold. We're talking about anime, new and old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my anime lounge. Welcome back to the lounge, everyone. Today we will be reviewing Akudama Drive. I hope I said that right. What made me want to watch it? I like the picture. That is all. Needless to say, there will be spoilers. I'll be breaking down episode by episode what transpired and what I believe was a real big miss with this potential grand slam of a show. But before we get into that, if you're an anime lover like myself and other members of the lounge and you enjoy talking anime, consider hitting that like button, subscribe button, the notification bell so you can grab yourself a seat in the lounge and join us. It would be greatly appreciated. But enough with that stuff. Y'all are here to hear what I thought about Akudama Drive, so let's get into it. Akudama Drive takes place in a worn-torn city of Kansai. I know I didn't say that right. In a dystopian future. Everything is neon and edgy, cyberpunk style. Their police force is declining, so criminals are pretty much taking over, and these skilled criminals are called Akudama. But as you'll see as we get into the show, they should have been called the motherfucking Avengers with the shit they be pulling off. Okay, boom. Already, as I started the show, I was already digging the scenery and the animation style. I was doing a Birdman hand rub thinking, okay, I'm about to see some good shit, let's get it. We get introduced to our main protagonist. I believe her name was...
It doesn't matter what her name was!
She is literally just called Ordinary Girl. She goes to get some takoyaki for the tummy, and here she runs into co-star number 1, Carrier. None of these people have names, they just have titles. He drops a 500 yen coin, and with this single coin, the entire show becomes fucking stupid. I want you all to remember that everything that happens after this point is literally all because of this coin. She tries to give it back to him and he's just like,
if you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
He drives off. He drives off. He no longer gives a shit about this coin, okay? Stay with me here, folks. The old lady is like, okay, here's your takoyaki. That'll be 500 yen. We only take cash. I'm struggling. Bruno, give me some help here. This is literally holding 500 yen to pay for her food, and for whatever possible reason decides not to give the lady the coin and insists that she does not have the money to pay. This became my biggest gripe with the show. Why did she not just give the lady the coin? The person who dropped it didn't want the damn thing anymore. Just give it to her. You don't know who this dude is. You don't even know if you'll ever see his ass again. Just give her the fucking coin. Oh, shit, this part pissed me off so much. Ooh. So the lady calls the cops and they do this thing where they quick shot from the phone call to her getting locked up like, what? Did she just sit there and wait for the cops to come? Did she actually commit any crime? She could have just gave the food back. It's like they knew how stupid this coin shit was and tried to speed past it. She's taken to the police station and here is where we meet the gang. Carrier, Brawler, Hacker, Doctor. If it felt like I sped past them without giving any more details about that character, it's because you don't need it. Their title is literally what they are. They all low-key kind of suck. They're all here because some mysterious entity gave them a lot of money to save another Akudama named Cutthroat from execution. They get to tussling and it's here where I have to question, are these people human or what? Cause...
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Oh, Jesus!
Stop the cap.
And here's another one for the bullshit counter. Bruh, ordinary girl shows up in front of them, and without hesitation, they all immediately get ready to take her out. They were about to peel her muffin cap back blue, but before they could, she makes up the most elementary lie and says that she too is an Akudama and her title is Swindler, and she's not in the system because she tricked it.
Right.
They get attacked by this big ass security robot. We meet the other member, Hoodlum. He's irrelevant. This robot is whooping they ass to the point where I have no clue how any of them survive any of this shit.
Stop the cap.
The robot is about to finish its job of taking out the Akudama, who again, may I remind you, are the criminals who broke into a police station to save another criminal. And this, oh my God, bro, I can't take it. Bruno! This bitch! She sees the robot about to send Carrier to the upper room, and she looks down and she sees this fucking coin, and like a woman possessed says, "I've got to return his money." The most infuriating. She puts her life on the line, distracting the robot and saving Carrier, who, may I remind you, was aiming a fucking special beam cannon at this girl's forehead 5 minutes ago. Hold up, I gotta check something real quick. How much is 500 yen in US currency? Cause ain't no way. $4?
You stupid.
They rescue Cutthroat, who somehow survives this. Carrier delivers a case to him, and then this happens. Oh, what the f just happened? Is this guy the Flash or something? How did he get these collars on everyone so fast? Why did they let him do this? How did he get it on the officer back here? These collars are bombs and they explode if you try to take it off. And then to top it all off, the cat starts talking. The cat is a robot and is being controlled by the ones who are giving the Akudama their mission. But here is another big piece of bullshit. The cat clearly says that Hoodlum and Swindler were not a part of this plan. The plan was to use these bomb collars to basically force the Akudama to complete this mission. And if you look at the case, there were 8 collars, but the plan was only for the 5 Akudama. So how did they plan to have exactly enough collars to include Swindler, Hoodlum, and one to put on this random officer? This cat has the entire database of Akudama available to them. This cat knows she is not a real criminal, and yet they just roll with it. Cutthroat is an idiot who is obsessed with the color red, so he just goes around touching all the red shit he sees. It's as irritating as it sounds. The cat explains that the mission is for them to attack this train called the Shinkansen?
Who?
You get what I'm trying to say a little bit. That transports goods from Kansai to Kanto. There's some important cargo to steal from it. I didn't really give a f because, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time to introduce the motherfucking MVP of this dog shit of a train wreck. Everybody put your fucking hands together for the Executioner! Bro, tell me that shit wasn't clean. They literally walked in with the smoke. This guy right here single-handedly carries the show on his back when he is here. These two are executioners and their sole job is to take out Akudama. And let me tell you something. I may be crappy on this show, but one thing it did have going for it was the action. Because they throw the f down in here. The executioners show up and all hell breaks loose. This man whoops everybody's ass, bruh. This shit is like when Madara pulled up on the entire Shinobi Alliance in the Ninja War. Cutthroat gets tossed, no clue how he survives that. Carrier gets slapped up.
I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Hold up, I don't think y'all caught the disrespect just now. Let me show that to you again. This man has Carrier on the ground and then proceeds to torpedo kick this man in his face with both feet up. Do you know how much you have to not like somebody to kick them with both your feet in their face? was marvelous. The doctor tries to do her part, but then she gets taken out. And and I know it's not supposed to be funny, but the way this man Brawler gets humbled, it's legendary.
Fight back! Fight back!
He turned this man into T-Pain for a few seconds because I just know he couldn't believe it. The Akudama pulls some bullshit and escape, and then another one for the bullshit counter is we see that the doctor is alive and perfectly fine. And the way they brush it off is with her saying, I'm a doctor, I can self-medicate. I don't give a damn how good a doctor you are. You were not telling me that she had an open neck and lost a hand, and somehow during the collapse of that room, she had time to heal her wounds, reattach her hand, close her neck, and escape. The fuck out of here with that. The captain of the executioners is like, oh man, y'all slipping. And my man's executioner was like, ain't even gotta say anything else, captain. On my mama, we ain't letting them slip away again.
Put that on everything.
So the criminals go over the plan. They infiltrate the train through shenanigans. It don't really matter. The biggest issue is that they use this dude hacker as a get out of jail free card. Like he's literally magic in this show. Anything they can't handle logically, they just have him hack it. The security field is impenetrable and the cargo that's not in registry will get disintegrated. Oh, have him hack it. Oh no, there are some security locks we can't get through. Oh, have him hack it. How? How is he hacking it? He just puts his hands in the air and all of a sudden he's just in the systems. Like, how? And they try to have this scene where the Akudama are chilling and Swindler just looks at him and goes, oh, they act like this, but are they really Akudama? Like, we supposed to question whether or not they're criminals. You literally saw one of them take off an officer's head in front of you. They are in the system as criminals for crimes they committed. Yes, they are still criminals. Bruno! So they get on the train and it's time for round motherfucking 2, y'all. The MVP just starts throwing hands again immediately after his partner gets washed. So again, he gotta handle shit solo dolo. He straight looked at Carrier and told him that without his bike, he a While executioners out there laying hands like an aggressive preacher, they make their way to the vault that has the cargo they're supposed to steal in it. And of course, there's a big ass robot defense security unit protecting it. None of them can beat it, so guess what they do? They hack it. It's revealed that the cargo that they are supposed to steal are these 2 kids who were controlling the cat, and they're the ones who hired the Akudama to rescue them from the train before it reaches Kanto. They head back to Kansai, but Hacker wants to go to Kanto because he's bored, so he's gone for a while. I didn't really give a shit. And in case you're thinking, well, what about the collar bomb on his neck? Can he really just leave? I thought the collar bomb was supposed to force him to finish the mission. Yeah, how was he leaving? He hacked it, and they're doing this thing where Swindler is building this relationship with them like they become family with her or some shit. Bro, they were literally seconds away from sending you to see King Kai, and you out here bonding with them now and shit, only because they think you're a criminal too. Swindler becomes the most infuriating thing about this show. The doctor is like, alright, it's time to fess up. Y'all had us break into this train and steal some kids. Who are you? We need answers. And she's right, they deserve to know what the fuck is going on. They're putting their lives on the line for this shit. And Swindler gonna jump in and say, hey, stop bullying them. They're only kids.
You shut up!
These kids have explosive collars placed on y'all necks and orchestrated this heist that now has all of you into some deep shit. Fuck them kids. The kids say their destination is Expo Park. It doesn't matter. The executioner captain is like, alright, y'all fucked up twice now. They done robbed the train and got away. So now all the other executioners are put on notice to search out and find the Akudama. They revisit the herd trying to give him the coin thing, which again, he says,
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
And then she has the audacity, the gall, the nerve. Oh my goodness, Bruno! Gonna say, this coin got me into this mess. Oh my goodness. It is not because of the coin that you decided to be stupid. Anyway, it's time for round motherfucking 3. All gloves are off. No more games. Executioner says he will stop through Akudama here And now, no more excuses. Letting y'all get away has spit on his name as an executioner. I told y'all he is the best character in this whole show. This man is not playing around this time. It's like Thanos showing up for the Infinity Stones. He taking everybody out right now. He even cuts the doctor in half. I know, ain't no way she coming back from that one now. A missed executioner giving everybody them paws. He goes in to attack Cutthroat and he uses the child as a shield, then proceeds to shove his blade through their body to get an attack in on the executioner. It's at this point that Swindler loses her fucking mind. Bruh, the way she freaks out, you would have thought they were her siblings and family or something. It's revealed that the kids have regenerative powers, and guess who walks into the frame still alive?
Stop the cap.
While the others escaped, it was time for the final showdown between Brawler and the Executioner. And I'm gonna be honest, if the show had more of this, if it was more of this right here, it would have been 200 times better. It really felt like a showdown between gladiators. The background is beautiful. It feels epic. But unfortunately, this is where this kind of action stops. We don't see any scenes like this for the rest of the show. Executioner wins the battle but succumbs to his wounds, and now both he and Brawler fall in battle. And thus, we lose the only good thing about this show. Back with the rest of the fuck-ups. Swindler is still mad at Cutthroat for using the kid as a shield. This man has literally taken off people's heads in front of you, licked blood off your face, taken many lives for fun, and yet him using this immortal boy as a shield is where you draw the line. We get to the part where the kids want to go only to find out they want to get on a fucking spaceship and go to the moon to escape. And here's another one for the bullshit counter. Back when they first got together, Doctor was like, okay, tell us who you guys are. And Swindler was like, nah, leave them alone, that's bullying. But now Swindler is asking who you guys are, and now they're like, okay, we'll tell you our whole backstory. Bruh, f them kids. We hear their backstory about how there are these experiments that were created in the lab looking to make immortal bodies as gifts to send to Kanto. So yeah, they created immortality, but these kids want to go to the moon and escape because they don't want to go to Kanto. So this is what led to all this bullshit happening. Then the doctor betrays them, selling them out to the executioner captain, and Swindler, oh my goodness, I cannot stand this. Bruno, she gonna ask the doctor why. What the fuck do you mean why? Bitch, she's a criminal. She looking out for her damn self like she supposed to. And immediately after finding out that these kids are immortal, Swindler still freaks out when one of them gets injured. It gets so annoying. And now that the MVP is gone, the executioner force sucks because everybody here gets washed like some shit stained drawers. Bro, it's like 30 of them and they can't beat these two Akudamas. And the strongest Akudama ain't even there anymore. Anyway, Swindler and the little girl gets away. And just when you thought Swindler couldn't become any more of a stupid character, the little girl asks her, are the Akudama bad people? And this gonna say out her mouth, I don't know who's bad anymore. I'm sick of them trying to portray the Akudama as misunderstood or some bullshit like that. Or maybe they aren't and she's just an idiot. Because you saw with your very own eyes, they committed these crimes. You seen them do this. They are literally criminals. Yes, they are bad people. Stop it. They trying to get something to eat, but now she's added to the list of Akudama being hunted and she's a wanted person. Now, I want all of you to remember, $4. Now they're on a run. She cuts her hair, they reunite with Karya, and she gives an annoying ass speech about how she has nothing to return to and this is where she belongs. No, it is not. You had a whole 9 to 5. Fuck you talking about right now? You were literally on your way home to have some snacks and relax with your stupid ass. They want to go save the brother, so Swindler spreads these rumors that the Akudama are going to gather and take over the city online, and that causes riots in the city. Now the people are going out hunting down Akudama all on their own, and all hell is breaking loose. They break into the police station amidst the chaos, and Swindler is all like, don't kill anyone on our mission. And yet this chick was just sitting on the roof like Batman, watching the citizens tear each other apart in the streets, taking each other out, and enjoying it too. Old Birder from DBZ looking ass. They run into Cutthroat, who's now trying to attack Swindler. I don't care. She takes him down. I just want to know how this man on one good leg took out literally everybody inside this police station. Who the f y'all got working in there? If it feels like I'm rushing through towards the end, it's because all of the interesting stuff in the show has already happened with our MVP execution. Everything else is just It is at this point that everybody in the show goes extremely goofy, because the executioner captain decides that the best way to solve this civilian outbreak and all the rioting was to classify everybody as an Akudama so they can basically just take everybody out.
Huh?
In order to stop the riot, they say, "F it.
Everyone dies!
Bro, y'all literally have the information on who the Akudama are. Everybody can see who they are. They have machines that can look at somebody and say, hey, he's an Akudama. They catch up to the brother who was about to be transported, and they have an irrelevant scuffle with Doctor and the other executioner who was trash. Hoodlum and Doctor, they take each other out. Carrier and Swindler hop on the midnight train going nowhere. Now, I would be the biggest liar if I were to tell you I could explain what happens next. They enter Kanto, where they get reunited with Hacker, and I'ma just say what he said and see if it makes sense. Apparently, the entire city of Kanto converted their minds into data, whatever that means, and now they're this transforming Rubik's Cube. Hacker somehow avoided being assimilated into this information conglomerate because he's a genius, I guess. But to avoid deterioration, they created vessels, the two immortal siblings, to transfer all the data into. Swindler, of course, wants to stop this because the kids, who were literally created for this purpose, don't feel like doing it and want to go to the moon. Look, I get it. They made the experiments kids to build up sympathy, but let's be real. They were created for this. It's not like they went around snatching up kids and experimenting on them. If they were modeled after adults, would Swindler even give a damn? When Kanto was about to finish the process, guess how they say the kids? Go on, guess.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
They hack it. They start heading back on the train, but the executioners are tired of the games, so they blow that bitch up.
What the fuck?
Surrounded with no escape in sight, surrounded by rubble, Swindler finally fulfills her lifelong mission, her sole purpose for living. The only reason she exists, the one thing she cannot leave this world without doing. She finally gives Courier his coin back. She gives it to him and tells him to take the kids and go while she distracts the executioners. And thus brings us right back to where we began. And what happens next may surprise you. They actually take out the main girl, Swindler. Man, this moment would have hit so much harder in a better show. With this, Courier is now the sole Akudama left from the original crew, and he never fails to finish the mission. He gets surrounded by the entire executions force, and a surprise entrance from a child gone wild
Oh, Jesus!
creates the chance for him to escape. The people are attacking the executioners now because Swindler set up her phone to record her death by the executioners somehow, and the recording is being broadcasted everywhere. But it's set up to look like the executioners killed an innocent person as opposed to an Akudama. And how did they set it up to look like this on everyone's device? Come on, I know you can figure this one out.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
They hacked it. And then this shit gets way out of pocket, bruh, because nothing that happens in this next big fight should be possible even by this show's standards. This man Carrier starts going to war with these damn UFO thingies that are trying to get the kids back. Bro, this bike is the most OP character in the entire show. This bike stops making sense for the entirety of this fight, but I will give this show its props. It definitely looks cool and it has some nice moments. But there is a lot of shit in here that definitely should have put this man in the upper room. Like this right here. But just as the kids were about to get captured, guess what they did to stop the UFO? Go on, guess. Please guess.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
They hacked it. Carrier gets his moment where he uses his metal arm and he hits this UFO with the motherfucking and with that, Carrier passes away in the snow from his injuries, finishing his final mission, and the kids escape. And with that, Akudama Drive ends. Yeah, so that was pretty tragic to sit through. I didn't even cover all of the subplots because it was all irrelevant. I saw so much potential here. But when you realize in the end that these immortal siblings forced this group to steal them away because they didn't feel like going to Kanto, and now everybody they hired has died, it kind of seems like a dick move. And not only that, but the whole town was essentially thrown into chaos over this bullshit. So many casualties, bro. Everybody was chilling, living lavish before all this shit started happening. What would have happened that would have been so bad had them kids actually gone to Kanto? But from the beginning, I was annoyed. The whole 500 yen coin being the reason, Swindler was mad annoying, everyone was really. And this whole narrative about, oh, who's really the bad guys? The Akudama were. They were criminals. There was no misunderstanding here. They stole, they killed. Yes, they were bad people. The executioners were literally just doing their job until they started getting stupid too. This show should have been about the MVP executioner taking on the Akudama, with him being the main character, and the Akudama being the antagonist minus Swindler. Remove her ass from the whole show. She over here bonding with these motherfuckers like, baby, they don't give two shits about you. They were about to hit you with a fucking fatality until you lied about who you were. She literally threw her life away for $4. Everything she did pissed me off. She gets no pity from me. All of the characters were one-dimensional, no character development. They were as stale as frozen saltine crackers. Did I enjoy the show? No. Was it annoying? Yes. So anyway, thank you all for coming to the lounge again. What anime would you love to talk about in the lounge? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed your stay at the lounge today, consider hitting that like button, subscribing and sharing. Even hit that little bell so you're here right when the doors are open again. And as we always do when we're closing out, everybody raise a glass in the air. Here's to anime.